Hello and welcome back to America's Most Honest Kitchen, where if you notice there's BTS playing in the background, K-pop's cool because I'm doing like a Korean beef thing today, right? So, because my kids will be out of high school by the time a good amount of rice is cooked, I went ahead and pre-did it. So that's brown rice, just a couple cups, nothing crazy. It took me about 3 days, but there we go. Now the ingredients for this particular dish are pretty basic. You need fresh ginger that I ground up with one of those little grindy grind things. That's important. You need a bunch of green onion. So I got the green onion all chopped up. You need a shot of garlic. Cheers. But that's very important for in a second here. Brown sugar, carefully measured to about that much. And for liquid factor, we have a crap ton of soy sauce actually. Soy sauce is super important for it comes out as a sauce with beef, and here's our trick too. Crushed red pepper. The same crap on the pizza place table. Adds a little kick to it. It's real nice. But anyway, oh, and check it. Fatty ground beef. That's important. You gotta get the fatty stuff because you want that fat to mix with all this stuff. And yeah, so I went with the fattier ground beef than I normally would if I was making, like, say, burgers or something. But anyway, gotta just kind of put a little bit of olive oil in the pan. That is already warm, set to just shy of medium. And then what we do is we toast that there shot of garlic. We want that nice and slightly toasted and especially mixed in with the olive oil before throwing the beef down here. You'll notice my measuring systems are more so globs, blobs, shots, and squirts than they are your standard or even metric measurement systems, because my measurement is to flavor, and this is America's Most Honest Kitchen, where flavor is really all that counts. I don't care how many teaspoons or tablespoons there are, just is it good? If that's the case, then cool. Alright, I'll take a second. And while that's doing its thing, crack open this here pound of beef. 1.04 pounds of beef. Doesn't take a hell of a lot because you got a lot of rice here. And the main point of this entire pan of stuff is to make a delectable sauce. It more so just covers the rice than anything else. That's the goal here. Not necessarily to make a really beefy dish, but more so to make a sauce to put over rice that happens to be very beefy. And delicious. Boom, like that. That's how it's done, son. Now we just brown this up. We don't have to be real fancy about it or nothing. Just get it brown. It'll keep cooking. You want it a little chunky, but not super chunky. I'm being vague. I apologize and digress. Just brown your beef like you would for tacos. It's nothing you need to get too crazy about. There we go. Okay, now that's cooking, and I didn't think about dessert. Ordering dilly bars from Dairy Queen if I have to. I don't care anymore. Ooh. Cheers. So, anyway, the reason I'm doing like kind of semi-fancy dish, but not like super hard dish, is because my mother's coming over. Mother's Day's tomorrow, right? But she's coming over today. So I'm gonna, make her a beverage and have this dinner already ready by the time she gets here. It'll be pretty cool. Because if you don't know my mom, she's cool. Super cool chick. So she might even stumble in around the corner at some point. Who knows? I don't know when she's supposed to be here. Maybe a little more heat on that. Because we do want to get that brown sugar, kind of a caramely thing. In the end, that's the point. It makes a kind of a caramelized, slightly spicy, very gingery sauce to pour over that rice. Maybe I used too big of a pan. It is taking its sweet time, isn't it? You came here to watch me cook, not sit here and watch beef stay raw. Alright. Much as I love BTS, where's your note? I'll find it sometime. Might be in my pocket or something. No, dude, I seriously totally just misplaced the whole remote. Man, if I clap, no, it doesn't work with these things. Huh. Oh well, I guess we're listening to Korean boy bands the whole way. Oh well, I like boy bands. Just fine. Anyone that hangs out with me knows I do a mean larger than life. Actually, it sucks, but effort. Ladies love effort. Alright, that's getting a little browner. And I can hear it sizzling finally, which means the temperature might be correct. Who knows? These aren't exactly calculated efforts I'm making. I just do what I want. It tastes good. That's alright. Yeah, just like taco meat, kinda. You know the word taco is a derivative of the Greek word tacos? Tacos? Something like that? Anyway, it all comes back to the Greeks. We're smart. We invented a lot of stuff. So what if we lost the recipe to Greek fire? We kept this one around, didn't we? Oh, that was the Koreans. Still. Just beware of Greeks bearing gifts, that's all. Sometimes there's a surprise hidden inside. Take that, Trojans. This is Sparta, you know? Although I think in that movie they were fighting Persians, which is a whole nother thing. If you want to, knock off VCR, go to Persia. If you want blue water, go to Greece. Although I'm sure they have that in Turkey too. Okay, now that the beef is a different color from pink, all we gotta do is add a little bit of salt and pepper, because it's beef and you don't do beef without that. That's just a staple. This grinder's almost dead. We can almost open the next one. It's getting close. All right. Someone's vacuuming upstairs. Oh well. Not a bad thing. It's happening, right? By the way, bad hair day. It's happening, just like that. I feel like an emo kid. I'm an emo kid, non-conforming as can be. You'd be non-conforming too if you were just like me. Oh, get on my face. Need more pomade. I'm running low on pomade. I'm trying to use it conservatively. Okay, anyway. Now, we can add that fresh ground ginger from earlier that I already ground. You'll have to do that all by yourself, unless you use like powdered ginger, but it's just not the same. It doesn't have the same overtones. Get that ginger mixed in. I got a little bit of green onion in there, but that's fine. I ain't too worried about getting some green onion in there. That's not negative. I mean, come on, it's green onion. It's good. And then we add, I think the brown sugar's next. Why not? Got a little bit of fat to cook into it. Get that brown sugar all over the beef because we want it like really sweet, like pucker up sweet right now at this point. That's kind of what we're going for. We're going for like this caramel syrup, yummy something. And that's exactly what's happening here. And then phase, I don't know what phase we're on, but the next phase is to add the green onion, for which I'll just do that, because it's the last thing on the cutting board anyway. Throw the cutting board away, or in the sink, whatever. So now what we have looks like, hold up, looks like this a little bit. That's what you should be at. Not done yet. We still have to add a crap ton of soy sauce to the mixture. It's actually, if you really want me to tell you, it's about 1.5 cups to 2 cups. It's a lot, but you know it's delicious. So then we bring that to kind of an almost boiling point. We crank the heat at this point now that the beef's pretty cooked, because now we're just trying to cook it down into itself essentially. Oh, don't forget this. Little things. If you want numbers, I'd say a tablespoon or less. I just shake. No, probably a teaspoon or less actually. You don't need a lot of this to make it, you know, kind of spicy. Sometimes I like cayenne pepper, but that's a little much if you're cooking for like anybody but me. So now we just let that cook down. And my serving suggestion is put some of the brown rice into a bowl. Once this is cooked down to a kind of, caramel consistency, just dump this crap over the top of it and enjoy. You will. It's delicious. And listen to BTS while you do it, because they're alright. Anyway, I guess that's it for now. It's pretty basic. You don't get to sit here and watch me eat because you're not that weird. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. If you don't hate my guts, go ahead and subscribe. That's totally fine. And rock and roll.